This is not a love letter, and I have written many. At least it is not a love letter to any particular body that I once turned into a landing place for I love you. That it is not. I can tell you a story of a room standing still, a doctor with a degree spewing statistical improbabilities. But I don't understand. But I had an IUD. How my boyfriend picked me up in a Honda CR-V. How we tried to get frozen yogurt. How the place was closed. How he sat on the couch with nowhere to go. I can tell you a story of silence. Of March snow wrapping the Planned Parenthood on Whitney in a quiet sort of warmth, a blanket of solidarity, that maybe God laid it himself to keep the protesters away. How I came armed against them anyway. My mother and the boy who used to love me at my side. How inside a handful of women sat quiet, escorted to a holding room alone. How you're made to do this on your own. A loop of Kardashians on the television, hours of waiting, a toddler complaining. How the woman with the cross on her neck, prepped an IV on wheels, asked me just how much I wanted to feel. How I answered nothing at all, how it didn't feel real. Dear God, do you hate me? Please, please, just sedate me. And maybe I'm afraid to tell this story because it is unfamiliar territory. Afraid I won't tell it right, how my heart felt tight. How so many mornings after I could not find a light. Afraid that to touch the memory of that morning is to invite in the masses who claim they know more than me. Maybe I'm afraid of being seen, of being heard. Maybe I'm afraid for the women who won't see themselves in my words. I am sick of the justification, the drawn-out explanations, the expectation to make excuses so everyone understands. I always was safe, always played by the rules, always wanted to believe this wasn't the choice I'd choose. But no one should be allowed to tell me how I'm supposed to feel, to walk for a mile in my own damn shoes, and then to see it on the news. I didn't talk to God for a month straight. But when I did, I found he was never ashamed. And I have no obligation to tell this story, but it is not told enough. And the road has been rough, but I have had to learn what tough is. And I want to be brave, and I want to take up space, and I want to be enraged. I want to say that 1 in 4 US women by the age of 45 live their everyday lives, some of them carrying memories they've been taught they need to hide. How despite it all, they learn to thrive. Please understand me when I say the act of choosing is indispensable. That for me to imagine a lack thereof is incomprehensible. That this choosing continues to strengthen my elasticity, my tenacity, that I have had to learn how to bounce back and back and back, to become so familiar with my own shape that I can return to it when I'm stretched beyond what I thought I could take. This is resilience. I will tell a story of resilience over and over, for myself, for my mother, for my little sister, for the women in my life, the warriors, the resistors, who wake up with mouths that sing and bones that dance, whose choice to live boldly is not simply by chance. I will learn how to write a love letter to myself in the nothing night, to no body at all, to 4 walls, to empty space. I will learn how to write it until my own body becomes the landing place. For I love you.